here we go. Wow, screens aplenty. Now we're just. Why is that? We're just playing games. That's not what we're doing. See, trying to figure out how this thing wants to work when it doesn't want to work is just frustrating. You just try to get TikTok be your friend, and it doesn't want to be your friend. It's real annoying very quickly. You hear that, TikTok? You're annoying. I would like you to work the way I'd like you to work. TikTok. Live help. Home Live Studio Help Center. Just TikTok Live Studio. It's just I have it. Just let me in. Creator tools. Come on, you. We are live. Let's go to our live thing. Let's just go to our live. Why doesn't it just go to my live helper bot? I think that at least it's not doing what I want it to do, but you never know. You hope that it does the best, but it's, whatever is the worst. Hey, Nadia, warming up my fingers. You're warming up fingers for doing things. Warming up fingers is not the worst thing in the world. Trying to figure out how to change moderation. Oh, man. Does it allow me? See, I'm trying to change the things I want it to change, but it's not going to do that. So, TikTok, bear in mind that whatever it says with Pred is, not the thing. And at some point, we'll figure that out. We'll add it to TikTok Live Studio. Maybe TikTok Live Studio in here would do it. But if I do that, it'll knock out what I'm actually trying to do. All right, so we're building D&D items. So that is what we're doing. We're building D&D items. We're not going to invite 5 million co-hosts. Whatever it's doing, like, oh, invite 5 million co-hosts. I'm not inviting 5 million co-hosts, TikTok. That's not going to be a thing. Just packed a bongo. I'm on my porch and it's cold. Okay, so yeah, warming your hands are a good call on that, Nadia. All right, let's change to our brand new screen, works in progress screen, which means, hey, this is what we're doing on Canva today. Hello, Canva. And hello, trying to make the items work the way we think we want them to work. Now, the simple fact is I can't start with the D&D item as much as I want to. I think I want to start with the D&D encounter, which means that I need to do some of the writing of the actual D&D monster that I want to create with this encounter, which we already did writing some of the narrative for this earlier. Don't remember exactly where I wrote that narrative. Did I write it here? Oh God, it's gonna break it, isn't it? Don't tell me you broke it. Did it break it? No, it's still there. Good. Okay. I want it to open on this page. Can you open on this page without messing everything up? See, that did open the right way. Okay. That is not the thing I wanted, though. When we were here, like, a while ago, we did a writing exercise of writing the things we needed to do. All right, let's just get a random. Let's go home. Let's go logo design, because we'll use logo as our jumping off point. Because we like using the logo size. And it's not going to just go to it. Okay, come on. Come on, go to my logo. I'd like to create a logo. Because usually it just gives me a logo. There we go. Logo size. Haha. All right, logo sizing. Just back. Let's see. Yes, as you can see, recently used donut things. Yes, we recently used donut things. Who knew we would recently use donut things? But we are going to use different assets to... The different assets we want to use are related to this being vines. So, again, we're going to open up a countertop. Counter. Search countertop. Okay. Let's see all. We're trying to find a countertop because, again, we're built the encounter, so the encounter is inside a bakery right now. So we're kind of looking for bakery counter kind of idea to kind of add in what we need here. Well, that's definitely not what I want. See, bakery. You know, as soon as we as soon as we click out of that, it just kind of disappears, doesn't it? Maybe we click store counter. Yeah, I think store counter. Store counter. Okay. Ooh, and it kind of looks. This kind of looks like a bakery counter. See how that? Look how that bakery counter kind of looks. That does kind of look that way. We would want to kind of age it down though, using a couple little bits and pieces of ideas. Oh. Hmm. We would like some of the counters here, but they're not all the right fit for what we're looking for. Yeah, welcome in, Bill. Um, let's see here. That counter is not necessarily doing it for me. Looks a little too clean, and we're looking for something we can mess up so it doesn't look so good. I kind of like, where'd the metal one go? I'm gonna find the metal counter. I kind of like this as our base. And cracked floor. I'm thinking cracked flooring because let's maybe tile flooring first. Tile floor. Let's go stone cobblestone. Cobblestone. Oh, they have like a child that fell over. How you spell cobblestone? Cobblestone floor. Let's go for that because that actually seems a lot more accurate. What is this one? Kind of, if I were to, that is, we just, oh, we're gonna, all right, so if we expand this from here, we also want to layer it backwards, so whatever we do, we're going to layer this backwards. So we kind of push it back a little bit here. We're going to layer, bring to the front. Cobblestone color. Way too much like that. Kind of like that idea. I think it's a little high though. Cobblestone color looks there. Welcome in, Claude. I kind of like that backdrop. I'm excited for the D&D. Yeah, I'm excited for D&D next week too. I think that'll be fun. I think there'll be a lot of cool opportunities to play. Pro content included with Canva Pro. Well, I am in Canva Pro, aren't I? I have Canva Pro, so this should. It's me, right? Yeah, I have Canva Pro, so thank you. I'm like, what is going on that it's not like. I need a fantastical color though. We're in the Feywild, so I kind of like that strange color scheme that we have going on for this. And duplicate. We're going to flip. Nope, we're not going to. The crop, we're going to flip. And we're going to push some of it to the back too. We're going to duplicate, layer to the back, send to the back. Is there... I still think I need more cracks in the floor on this one, just to kind of give it the effect I want it to have. Bing bong. Hey, new Mike, welcome in. FML. Sorry, FML. I don't know why you're FML. You said you're excited for D&D and you're FMLing? Really? I don't get it. And also do I still have the, oh yeah, I have my supervisor is in the back of the room, which is a cat, in case anybody's looking for a cat. Welcome in, Casey. But, you know, cats are somewhere. Cats are always somewhere. Welcome, let's move. All right, so we're building the encounter picture, which the encounter picture is really meant to focus on the vines. I don't know if I'll find as same kind of thorny vines, but we're going to find thorny vines. Thorny vines, and see each, and see if they all can allow me to moderate the color. They can. Good. This is a different one I want to flip, or want to... I'm going to change the color again to match this off color we're putting out here. Welcome in. All day I dream about. I couldn't catch it, but you're welcome in. Thank you, random TikTok folks. We are working on our D&D stuff, so we're just kind of keep chit and chatty. All right, I do like that vine, so we're gonna duplicate, spin it a bit. Flip. No, we're not gonna flip. We're gonna duplicate, flip, horizontal, vertical. We're gonna flip it around a bit. Wait. I feel like I got it. There we go. I'm gonna duplicate that completely. Bring it over here. Flip it. Oh, that's the phone. Flip. There we go. So the ideal will be that I'm also going to duplicate one of these. When we bring it around, we're going to show off like, okay. All right, and we're going to push this to the back. Layer. Actually, we're going to send it all the way to the back. Layer, send it back. Duplicate. We're going to flip it. Okay, we're going to layer, send it back. So we have a little bit of this whole idea of like, okay, and this is where this box is going to be. Like, this is like the idea of these vines. Similar idea. I think again we want to change the color out to this. Because again, we're in the Feywild. Ooh, I had to undo that. Boop. This is the one we want. We're gonna send it back. You gotta send these viewers back through time. I was gonna put music on. I didn't remember to do that. Yeah, flip it and reverse it, Willy Wonka style. Yeah, you know, back time, flip it and reverse it. It's your. I don't know what Missy Elliott said on that one. I really don't. But all right, we digress. We need. Let's duplicate. flip that way. Here. Send to the back. And we're going to put a couple more on the floor. Duplicate. Duplicate. And then we're going to take a different one to duplicate. One of these ones that is, again, a couple more colored variations I think can't hurt. We're gonna flip it. I think the last two look a little too busy. I'm gonna that one looked a little too busy. I do like maybe adding one here and kind of throwing it down below. And then duplicate it. Gonna spin it, flip it. I like this as my backdrop. Think of this as like the literal kind of little backdrop we've got for this bakery right now. I think maybe cracked floor. We want to see little cracks that we can add into there. Just to kind of distress the idea of what's going on. Make it a little bit wider there. Maybe move it over here. We're going to send it back a little bit. So we're going to send backward. We're gonna layer, bring to front. Like that idea, because then that's in the front section of that. Maybe another crack somewhere. Duplicate, run all the way down here. You need to flip it though. Flip it. I think that's got it a little bit. We drop that in. It looks kind of nice. I feel good about dropping that in there. For anybody who's not able to see it here, we're making our D&D encounter and kind of like building some of the D&D item stuff right now. So that's what we're doing. We're building the vines that basically in my encounter, that these fey vines that everyone's going to fight. That's how, in my opinion. So you're creating a supplemental item, a page in a book, an overlay. Okay, great question. So two things. I'm creating an encounter to go with the items that I want for my members. And so I want to create this box of enchanted donuts, which the enchanted donuts are meant to be a legendary item. They're meant to basically do something really specific. All the donuts are meant to be stylized. and meant to look really cool, so that when you're pulling out this quote unquote dozen donuts, they all do something that's a high level of thing. So the idea though is I'm building, not only am I building the item, I'm building a bit of a supplemental encounter to go around the item, so it has a little bit of story and a little bit of weight of, well, how do you get, where do you find this item? And so I'm also creating that you, and I wrote a narrative at some point somewhere last time, I don't necessarily remember where. Um, Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh wait, no, I wrote it on the other laptop. This is the laptop for streaming. The other laptop I have has Fey Donuts, the writing piece for the encounter itself. So the encounter piece of it, where you're coming in, which is basically just like 3 paragraphs, that piece is written. It takes place in the Feywild, that you find yourself in, you somehow, in the mysterious nature of the Feywild, find yourself a shop, a, that seems like in the ruins of what should appear to be no civilization in the Feywild. A bakery exists, and it's all overgrown, all broken apart. But you find it yourself in there, and there's one box of just random donuts on the counter. And as you go to inspect and or take these donuts, the idea is when you inspect or take these donuts, they, all these vines come creeping around you to basically hold you in place, and you're fighting these vines in the encounter. When's the drive-through RPG drop? Well, the idea is that I can have this specifically for the idea of having the membership that I want to do. The membership through Fourth Wall have real things, and this is one of my first real things, which basically means that if somebody joins at any point in that, they can jump in and pick this thing up and have something that I've really made that also goes to the work that I want to put together for this, which is kind of exciting. Now, back to designing this thing. I got to find and again, I'm not an artist, so also be aware that we're starting at humble beginnings, everyone, with what can Owen do given the nature of Canva and how friendly it will be for him. Now, what we need is a box, and I'm going for a crate. It's got to kind of stylize fit this whole idea too. Like, thinking the art of this, I'm just fixing a flat crate that looks like it can fit on there. Ooh. Let me see. Do you kind of fit the nature of this? No you don't. Alright, we're going to delete that. Boop. Nope, don't like you. Try to see, the idea is not only picking a crate that fits the aesthetic here, but also everything else. I don't leave that as a placeholder for a minute. I kind of, if I look at it this way, again, the art style is a bit jumbled. Let's just be real about this, because again, I'm not an artist. That this is, it's working on it. But it's not where I want it. Hey, Little Swans, nice to see you. Are you fond of Canva? Canva works for the things I kind of need it to, and oh god, it just disappeared. My window capture is gone. No, Canva. No, Streamlabs. What do you do, Streamlabs? You removed the thing. Done. Okay, well, let's get rid of the home screen. Let's see if that helps. Now, the thing we were running, oh, see, yes, getting rid of that screen helps, thank God. One thing we ran into at weird points tonight is when I was in other Canva things, Canva hated itself and did not want to work to show, like, on Streamlabs for some reason as a window capture. But Canva is useful for what I need it for sometimes. I like being able to do some import, so if I wanted to show, let's say I eventually want this done by an artist. Is this a better one? That kind, ooh, you know what? If we drop it down, let's drop that down. I think it stylizes more to the idea of what I want. Yeah, so you down there. I think that is a winner. I like the color scheming more, and I think it matches better up against this thing. But yeah, Canva allows like a little bit more experimentation for what I like. And even though it will not be very well readable, I kind of want to add donuts to the bottom of this label because it will make it kind of like a fun little like Easter eggy label here. Let's want to add elements. The new design of this also, I like the old way too. There's text. I'm like, I liked kind of the old way of design this way. We're going to search a Fey type of, let's search wild. Sense of wild dotiful. Okay. I kind of like the way that that looks, given the nature of the Fae. Now, the last thing we might want to put in the back of this is like a really like white brick element. Or I guess what would the back of it look like? It wouldn't be a stark white wall. That's the problem I'm running with right here, is that I know that the wall itself would not be stark white. I kind of like this slightly more. I feel like I need another crack there, by the way. Cracked floor. Let's see if we got one more crack design we can use on this thing. We crack a lacking is what we're doing. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? That might not be a wrong idea. It's different than the others, so we can kind of like. If we put this, let's stretch this out, and we put it all the way in the back. All right, now layer, send back. All right, do we like that? Is that the right call? I kind of like part of it here as a layout because it's just a nice little idea. Interesting. I think I like this setup. I think it fits really well with what I want to do. Because it's a very silvery like motif, which again is supposed to be off-putting. It's in the Feywild. Question I have is like window. Counter window. Let's say stone arch. Doesn't fit the kind of the need. I'm just trying to have something more in the back. I have an idea. Okay, sign. Let's find a sign aesthetic that seems plausible for this space. think it's a little too cartoony. So that one's going to lose out. A little too cartoony. All right, if we layer, let's see, layer, send back, layer, send back. It's a little too far. Maybe we send back here. Let's see. Layer, send backward. Let's see if we layer it one more time what it goes. Send backward. I kind of like the other way around. Let's go back one layer here. All right. We're going to add a text element here. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to hit all right, we're going to raise this font size. We're also going to duplicate. We're just going to hit the Y, and we're going to on the same scale with them, and we're going to all right, so we added that little element. So I like that. I think that adds like that additional little element that I needed. And thank you, Nani, for saying hello. All right, so like the little sign in the backdrop to me kind of like gives it some of the aging because the Y is falling down and things of that nature. So that I like the way that looks now. So this is the scene for the encounter itself. Now, how to all right. Now, this is meant to be a Fey concept. It's definitely meant to be a restraining kind of thing. I don't need the monster stat block table. That's not what I was looking for. Please don't do that to me. Reopen close tab. Here we go. No, go back. We don't want to go there. All right, so this stat block. So we're going to... I also need to name these Fey vines. So we have, I guess there is a stat block generator we could use here. I guess the question becomes, do we use the stat block generator to do this? I think it has a lot of positives, but are stat blocks open source? Let's find is that idea. Let's do, is stat blocks part of its open, like open, is a D&D stat block open source? I want to make sure it is because that's the format I'm going to use this. All right, so yes, the OGL covers stat blocks. So we can use a stat block generator to do this, which is, I think this is one that's through GitHub. This is, yes, this is for GitHub. All right. So monster presets. I don't have a vine. I don't have monster preset vines in here. Come on, monsters. They don't have enough plant monsters in D&D. That big thing where it's like, okay, plant monsters. I feel like the standard stuff. I'm sure there's a lot in supplementals and there's a lot in drive-through RPG, but I'm like, I don't get enough in what I'm thinking. And like this doesn't have a search option for these. That's just totally helpful. It has Herald of Blood, Lake Troll. Does it have vines of any sort? Nope. Why would it have vines? Vines are... All right. This is where I want to build plants for the Feywild myself, because thinking of the Feywild as a biome, that's kind of like a fun little idea. I used Windraiser for a for something myself. So I think the Windraiser is awesome. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I think you can always need more plants. Yes, as long as the cats don't eat them. The manager is in here and sleeping, so my plants are safe at the moment. At least that's what I'm thinking. What do I want to call this plant? Or something as Roll20 has a Feywild Botanica thing. That's funny. All right, we're going to pick Real World Analogous. And we're going to blow it up. We're going to take Real World as our inspirations and find our thorny vines that grow quickly. Greenbrier. Ooh, what is Greenbrier? Greenbrier is like a nuisance. Texas native plants. I was a native plants person. Myconoids. Well, let's look at that, Mike. Lashes. Myconoids. Oh. Okay, the Pathfinder Pathfinder shapeshifter kind of thing. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad thought. Like Leshy's nature protector kind of thing. I will tell you, I haven't thought of making this kind of a humanoid idea. I've thought a lot more about this being the nature of the Feywild plant life, which most of it wants to murder you. I've always felt like in the Feywild, everything wants to kill you, and it's just only so sentient about it. So the idea of taking Greenbrier, let's see, robust root system that moves quickly. Okay, so the burrowing speed, and that's actually something I wanted to think about in this encounter, is your burrowing speed moving very quickly. So Greenbrier has smooth leaves. Let's go back to our design here. And let's Greenbrier leaf. That is, and I'm searching it currently in text. Let's not search there. Let's search in elements. Let's try that again. Greenbrier leaf. Very specific leaves. All right, it has like a woven leaf kind of consistency. It's a very odd leaf shape, and I love me an odd leaf shape. But that means for something like Canva, it's going to struggle to find it. Let's find something that I like. Yeah, let's use cabbage. Cabbage, right? Is this just like adding, what adds? You know, what is adding that? Maybe we switch this one to that, and we switch this one back. Oh, I think I need something with more profusion. Let's drop that one off for now. We'll keep that one in mind, but I think I need something more. No, it's a lot more wind razory, and I don't want it that way. Excuse me. This is 2-color, and it's got an outline, so nope, that does not win. This one is multiple color scales. Ooh. If we were to make this that color, this that color, this, let's what do we think on that? Let me just look at it without any. Nope. All right. I kind of like that pattern because it also kind of looks like an open mouth a little bit, and I kind of want to use that. I think that makes it look like a person. That kind of makes it look like a mouth. And boy, if that looks like a mouth, we might be having problems on that. Funny. Welcome in, Wings. You know what? I think this is going to win. I think this, we're going to duplicate. We're not going to put too many of them in. We're going to swing it ever so slightly. Nope, we're going to swing it ever so slightly. So it doesn't look like it's the same. All the way. We're going to duplicate. We're going to flip. We're going to move it. And we're going to make one more. Duplicate. All right, so this is going to really have that Greenbrier theme. Does that work? I think that adds just enough little bits into this thing to make it a little bit more odd and also just fit the Feywild the right way. For those of you who are, joining me on TikTok, this is what we're doing, is we're just kind of like building this kind of thing right now. Which, gotta love that Feywild building we got going on. Let's take a look at the chat otherwise. Sent you something over Discord. Harvested plants like Venus flytraps, piranha plants, Yes, and I will pop your Discord just so I see. Oh, see, there's something cool. Thank you for that resource. Always fun. As long as everything everything loads. New dedicated place for your photos. What does it say? What are you currently doing, Drive? Because Drive, you're losing your mind a little bit. It's just loading. It's going to load forever, apparently. Nice. Thank you for that. That's cool. All right, let's get out of that. Let's move to this. Awesome. Appreciate that. I didn't realize it was just going to open up like brand new like that in the window. So cool. Appreciate you for that. Um, I like this idea though, and I like using the briar because of the nature of some of the things as my inspiration here. The the rotunda has this really unique life. Plenty of plant resource ideas. I know, and again, if I just kind of shoot back to some of my history, I definitely can find more plant ideas very easily. I like them a lot, but using this as kind of an exploration of the plants in the Feywild kind of makes me happy. And yeah, I kind of want to download this so I have a copy of it. But then, yeah, we kind of have this really neat idea of how this is going to look. So let us download ourselves the PNG of donuts. I don't know why I named it donuts. It's probably not the right call. But hey, so be it. Let's go to home. All right, and that starts one of these little projects. We now have the layout. And I'll probably end up doing the stat block on my own, but stat block will be fun to kind of build out later on. What I do want to get into is the donuts themselves. And we need a standard, again, we're going to go logo. We're going to search templates. All right, logo. Thank you. Blank. We're just going to go blank. Create a blank logo because this is the right size for what I want to do. All right. And now we just need an element. We're going to start with a simple element. Donut. And we search. All right. This is our donuts of choice. These will all be important. Because again, we're making 12 donuts that have legendary things to them. So we're going to kind of make the first one to start very quickly because I know what I want my first one to look like. And we'll start there. Does it have? It does have all the things I need to make this kind of more successful. We want the pink ones to be the same color as the other. No. I kind of wanted them. Maybe we just make them all white. That totally is not the one I wanted to change. All right. I just want to change this color to white. Okay. Now we change this color to white. That is absolutely not the thing I said. Change the yellow to white. Okay, they all became white. Why is it missing these other colors? Photo colors. Pastel lavender to white. I would like this to be much more supportive. Come on, Canva. Recap me on your villain origin story as Donut Man. Oh, what drives the donut my perception? Oh, I love donuts. Again, we reviewed donuts before we really got into reviewing games. So, like, donuts have always been the aesthetic for what I care about. So, when I start here with donuts, I feel very much in tune with what I care about. I remember fondly getting villain donuts, getting donuts with my grandparents as a kid as just kind of a really fun way to like have a really deep memory with them. And so I've always taken donuts with me in everything I do, what I love, where I take my kids, what we do. And now having my wife who is gluten free, trying to find them without gluten even too, and finding donuts without gluten, which is, woo, hey, sports, thanks for the pop, fresh pop. Appreciate you on that. Woo. But yeah, that's how we like cover a lot of donut things, is that we have a lot of fun with it. And what's up with you? Thank you for coming in, sports. We really appreciate you on that. But yeah, I love donuts that way. Now, if we were trying to get into this thing, now what I'm trying to do to give you kind of a sense of this thing is I'm trying to make it so this donut is going to do something very specific. Oh, I want to make for size here. Maybe, yeah, I think it's gonna be the right size so we can kind of keep it to the nature we want to. I still need to switch this color out. Let's switch out. Why is that not? Why is it doing that? So it's using that color scheme to help build that. Here, so if I change that to white, what happens? Same idea. Okay, weird. Let's see if I change this to white. That just looks like a very ugly donut. Oh, I didn't want an ugly donut. Nice. I'm just trying to get some work done on my little side project while watching. Yeah, I'm totally side projecting right now too, Spores. So I feel it. All right, we hate that white. We're not adding that white into that weird donut. It makes it. I don't know if I went with the right color scheme for this. Let's go back to elements real quick and let's white donut. Let's see what happens. I don't want a colorless donut. I want a color spots. Oh, I can adjust those though. Ooh, I think maybe by that we adjust the idea of what donut we're using here slightly. I feel like I should mark what I'm using my sizing here for. All right. Okay. So this is our donut. We're going to change out color scheme a little bit. We're going to change this color scheme to that to I think I want a lighter blue. And I want these elements to be white. Wait, no, but wait. Okay, this is the motif I want. Perfect for these donuts. And if you want to know, we're making stuff on Canva on our stream. So we're making donuts, which are going to make D&D items. So donuts. All right, we got. Now it has this little setup. I admire that. Appreciate it. All right, element. This is going to be an interesting element we're adding. So we're adding robe, or I guess that's not maybe what I want, but maybe what I want. Kind of what I want. Okay, so stole. Maybe stole is what I want. That's how do you spell stole as in you wear a stole? Let's figure out how you spell that. It is spelled stole. Okay, so we're gonna stole. This is, I think, what I want. Ooh, we might. Oh, I kind of want this to work. If I were to, let's see, let's make it larger, and then let's. Oh, what can I do? If I layer, send back, it doesn't do it the way I want to. I want to muck around with this image. If we were to delete this one, we have this stole. Which if we, gosh, if we could just do a couple things. Edit. Make changes to this. Does it let me make changes to this? Oh, that's just that. You want to position this so it's like inside it. That's what I'm looking to do here. I don't know why I did that. Try to open this one. Stole, as in, yeah, like the little thing you wear on your neck kind of thing. If I could edit this style. Oh, I can make it a Belvedere. I don't really want that, but style match. Don't want that. Magic edit. Oh, I don't want that magic edit. That's not what I want. All right, I want to cut parts of this. I don't know if Canva can do that. That's the thing, is that I want to make it so I can cut. I think I want issues editing photos on this device. I'm on a laptop. Why would you have problems here? Foreground. All right. Select using brush. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, look at this. I think I'm going to get what I want here. Okay. I think I'm going to make this foreground and background this way. Okay. It's not perfect. All right, if we foreground, background. Oh. All right, we're taking this whole thing now. We're just experimenting now to see if we can do this in Canva, which, you know, seems like we can do it. All right, we brush this stuff. What do we want to do? Magic grab. Can we do that? Does it let me just take this piece off of here? Oh my God, tell me it does. Oh my God, it does. Oh. Edit. Brush. Oh, doctor, I'm gonna love this. Look at this. Oh, I can do the thing exactly the way I wanted to. Because we're gonna edit this. Oh, this is gonna be magic. Magic grab. Move that out. Oh, this is... No! Wait a minute. So wait, before we... Let's layer. Send back. Layer. Layer. Bring to front. It took the... Oh, God. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh. 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 Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Things are okay. Wait. Layer. Layer. Send it back. it does exactly what I want. All right. All right, so it has this is on it. So the stole, it's wearing the stole now. I don't know what it looks like to any of you, but to me, does it look like it's wearing the stole? You could, on standard, OBS, don't Austrian Labs. So does it look like the donut is wearing that right now? Does the sizing look wrong because it's a little long? To me, the sizing's a little off, which I can live with adjusting that. That is not what I wanted. I wanted the other one. All right. Down. Up. A little wider. Oh, there we go. A little further down. I don't like it. I kind of like the big one. I feel like it's still overly long, so I need to like do a massive cut. I wonder if we can make it massively large this way. No, we couldn't. It looks bad. Maybe make this one large. And keep these ones small. Looks silly a little bit. Let's see if I made the donut. Looks like the donut's wearing the stole with that. Now, if we... Alright, so maybe that is our guiding post. Let's make our guide post here. Is that whatever we do, we're trying to make it so the donut is wearing the stole. Now it still seems just so big. Like, the sizing differentials is what's killing me here. I think that might be the right call. And then put on D and D symbol. That is a bunch of D's. Ancient symbol. There's an Ankh. Ankh might not be the wrong kind of vibe for what we're talking about here. an Ankh. The Triskelion. You know what? I kind of like this one because again, there's my culture there too. Oh, I had to drag my puzzle piece into. I had a puzzle piece. Oh my God, you're not real kind of thing on my TikTok thing. I didn't realize it was going that way. Make sure I'm still alive here. um, I kind of like this design right here. So I kind of like this design. So for those of you who are watching, the idea of this, oh, thank you, Lunar Swans. The idea is that this is, and it's for, pun purposes, if nothing else, that this is the holy donut. So let's put it out like this. Oh God, we made it. We can see the imperfections at this level now. So it's the holy donut. Now, let me start tonight. All right. So, as the holy donut, the idea that would be that this donut specifically, let's pull it up a little bit, just so you can see, everybody can see the whole thing. What? No, what? Let's go that. Let's get out of there. Do we have it back? All right, good. So holy donut. So the idea is that this holy donut, and let's go pull up our writing template. Eating this provides for one day, one use of divine intervention. So the idea is that the holy donut that we put together here. Hey, Mondo, welcome in. The idea of the holy donut is that you gain use of the divine intervention no matter your level, no matter if you, let's say you have a cleric or not, you can go for some level of divine intervention just one time a day. So one time that day. So it's basically like if you know you want your party to have these, you can let your party know what they are, or you can just give them a name and then let them see what happens. Because that's kind of the idea, is the way I'm building these too, is these donuts all have this really cute and different design, but they all have an effect that's either positive or negative, but it's all high level. It all does a thing that can be very interesting or very terrible real quick. So this is the holy donut. And it's all going to kind of, some of it's going to base out of some of the high level capstone pieces for certain classes, but giving a capstone for one day to a character who doesn't have their capstone. That's kind of part of the concept of this, is that you get, so this is the capstone of a level of divine intervention for somebody who, as a cleric, might have one, might not. Who knows? It kind of depends on here. So let's write out the holy donut writing here. Holy donut provides one use of divine intervention for one person on the day it's consumed. So you can use divine intervention once, and I hopefully don't have to provide the information, the deity at random intervening is random. So it's not like they're not just. Oh, that's not. Let's resolve. Why upset? Undo that. Whatever that was. Inter intervening. There we go. That's how you spell intervening. Apparently, I didn't know how you spell intervening. Apparently, so it's back. Hooray! So the idea is you get divine intervention, but you don't get it. Let's even if you're a cleric, you don't get your deity, and how a DM wants to do that. That's gonna be. That's I think one of the really cool things about this is that the DM will decide what's actually gonna happen. All right, so we got through the design here. We got through one donut. We got through the station design. I'm going to take a quick break because I need a minute to get up, move around, get the mind going again. But I will be right back. coming back. Let's see. We're back. And we brought a new manager. I have a new manager. Hello, new manager. Been transferred to a new manager. He's awful cute. Can you say hi, Steve? The cat tax has been paid. We can only shut one cat in here at the time because the rest of them lose their minds sometimes if they're stuck in small spaces together. So, I also don't want to report to multiple managers at one time. I have to do that in the house already. This is just the fun manager. He's the fuzziest one. You have like extra fuzzball beard. Yeah. Yeah, you say hi to other swans? Stacy says hi to you. They had a cold in the house, so now, thankfully, it seems like they're all getting over it. Yeah, Nadia, this is Steve. Say hi, Steve. Steve is the current acting manager for the store. Yes, you're the acting manager. I'm gonna shut the other. Here, I'll put you up on the back seat so you can watch over me and judge. Cat being judgy while sitting in a little bed. Hilarious. There's also there is a shark bed also that I finally got the cats to realize they could go lay down in this really comfy shark bed. That's what Steve's looking at right now. It's a really comfy little shark bed. One of the cats has been staying in there much more often now, so they've really got it, you know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Matt. I thought you had followed before, Mike, but hey, thanks, appreciate it. I want a shark bed. Well, Steve was thinking he was enthused. I know Bean's been staying in there. Bean has loved that. Bean is a smaller cat. I know the shark bed probably is better for a smaller cat, but, you know, what are you going to do? I can't just magically make Steve a smaller cat. He is about 50 pounds of fur. So, I got myself a nice little decaf coffee with rum chata to kind of ease off the last little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to last making donuts. One thing I realized is that talking and making this stuff in my brain, like the mental capacity side of me, is tiring. Like, it really does tire me out a lot more. So, really good looking donut. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to a new home. Go to logo. Crank logo, and here we are for another donut. Now, I feel like in this moment, before we go on with the idea of making a donut, we are going to, multitasking is hard sometimes. Yes. Oh my God, I lost my manager. Manager, where'd you go? I believe he went and hid in the washer dryer section of my office / laundry room. All right, but we want to figure out other capstone things that we want to do, because that's going to be what we'll emulate on next. Meow? I heard a meow. I also know there's cats that can pop in behind, like, that are probably on the other side of the door wondering where I am. He needs to feed us more. Oh my God, where'd he go? We're gonna starve. All right. Capstone D abilities. Need babies. Need babies. Very fun little babies. Also, before I forget. Misspond there. All right. Here's some examples. All right. Oh my God, Automoto. What did you try to say this time that it didn't like you to do? Oh, you get an auto. Oh, the divine intervention auto success. I need to make sure. consumed. I call Pookie my needy little baby sometimes. Oh, Steve's back there. See, he's just come back from wherever he was hiding for 5 seconds. All right, we're going to try to take a look at some of these other ideas of capstone abilities. I think we make a rage donut. We need to make a donut that feels like it looks like blinding rage. Be right back. All right, we'll see you in a minute, Nadia. All right, let's find a donut. Again, donut. And elements. Not donut. That's how you spell donut. Donut. All right. Donut elements. This is one we're going to look for. It's going to turn it really red. It's going to get super red and be very, like, angry. We're going to find one we can make easily angry. Oh, my God. That's going to come around later. We're going to use that heart one later. It's going to be a charm. It's going to be a charm crowd donut. Oh, my God. Charm crowd. Oh, we're going to use that. Angry. Oh, there's a Santa donut. That's hilarious. Okay, but that's not. It's a donut with a hole in the middle and across the middle. 6, 7. Okay. I think we go back up to the top. The first squiggly lined one. All right. Can I make it red? Blood red. All right, what symbolizes the anger of barbarians, I wonder? What's a good symbol kind of feeling to the anger of a barbarian? We go elements. Let's go anger. Oh. I kind of like this. As like a sprinkle. Oh, we messed up the size a little bit. I think we need to change size. Change. Not that one. That doesn't do as well. It seems like this is just way too angry eyes. Maybe that's what we need to look for. Angry eyes. All right, so the question becomes, do we like those eyes or do we like these eyes? I kind of like the first ones. I think I like... I need to make that like a lighter color. we duplicate these, does it get better? Let's flip them. Anger. Symbols of anger. No, symbols of anger. You think either that or Roid Rage Donut. You know, Roid Rage Donut is not wrong per se. Trying to figure out, does this little cloud make sense? I think we get rid of that, but then I liked this little mushroom cloud kind of idea. That I changed the color though, dark red. Looks like it's got a chef's hat though. That's not what I want. Remove this up here. You like the eyes at the top or the bottom? I guess I could go either way. Trying to figure out explosive donut. Swear symbols. I think that bolded. You know what? I think maybe this is a better shout. I think that looks solid for what I'm looking for. I'm also going to write in what the donuts taste like. So this one is going to taste like straight pepper flakes on a donut. Orange and pepper flakes. It's like an orange glazed icing and pepper flakes. I kind of like this design. Let's zoom in, see what everybody else thinks. Does it? How do we think? I like the idea of this. Roid Rage doesn't hit the nature of the theme. Rage is right because rage fits the D&D trope. Roid Rage, I don't think that is right. Trying to think if there's another pun. Red Ring of Rage. That is a pretty solid onomatopoeia. At least I think that's what you say in grammar that one is. I think that's onomatopoeia. I'm not 100 on that. I think rage ring is a good one. I think rage ring is right. Alliteration, is it alliteration? Onomatopoeia, alliteration. Those things to me are the same thing, though I very clearly know they're not. But in my brain says they're the same thing. That has to account for something, right? Because my brain says onomatopoeia and alliteration are the right kind of thing, right? Right, right, right. um, hmm. It's late. I don't know. I don't know either. It is also late, and I feel more tired today than I think I was because I think I drained my brain quite a bit over the weekend. Rage glazed. Can't come up with anything either, but I'm trying. I'm also putting up the. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up the donut glossary. That will help me. I just show me the thing I'm trying to read. I don't need. View larger. A lot of rings. Donut anger me. I'm trying to save. Trying to save the donut one for something specific. Um, uh, that one's not helping me either. I want to say. All right. I like a lot of these ideas, but have you ever had a spicy donut? Yes. They're not bad. It's very much about the pairing and what they're trying to do with it. Um, hmm. Filled with rage. Oh, it had nothing. It really did not have a good name. um, I was a habanero honey donut. It was not amazing that way for the name. Um, Red hot donut rage. really do think that filled with rage is the right call. We'll go with that one as our tentative. Filled with rage. For 1 hour attack. All right, Ring of Rage. I thought Ring of Rage might be the call. I don't know about it. Like, I'm also going to keep that in mind because again, we have the space to write tentative notes here. For 1 hour attack rolls, string, and +4. Say when consumed. When consumed for 1 hour attack roll, strength and constitution skills are +4. Critical hits are tripled. Or triple damage. All right. It's definitely like a very high intensity rage thing. I'm thinking 6 positive, 6 negative. I think next one we got to build is definitely a negative modifier one. Red hot rage. Hot rage. Red hot rage isn't wrong. I feel like that is, it gives filled with red hot rage. It is filled with red hot rage. Power word, I guess, is another one. I still had one other. I just came up with one other fine detail that's going to be in just the members only thing. I'm gonna figure this one out for myself, just so I'm not even gonna say it on stream. So in case everybody ever sees this, that if everyone ever sees it, they don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna have that in there as just a Easter egg. figured just a funny trick. Funny. Hmm. Hmm. Oh gosh, there's a couple of really interesting tricks in here, but I'm not doing that. Okay, I think I know the wording I'm going to use for this. All right, so we have the trick, some little notation trick of what I'm going to add to the fayness of this. I like it a lot. We'll see how it goes. But with this much time on our hands and also just starting to get really sleepy, we are getting a little sleepy. We're going to change. Here, let's go to our just chatting screen. Ba-da! I don't know how transitions, I still need to work out how transitions work in this format. But, you know, we'll figure that out as we go along. I'm getting sleepy too. Yeah, I know, right? It's one of those nights where I was like, okay, you know, maybe we'll be able to go for a little while. Nope, starting to feel sleepy at 2 hours. Yup, that's where your life's at. This is your life now, man. All right, but we're gonna go to somebody I met at PAX Unplugged this year, who is wait a minute. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna go raid somebody who was super kind to not only myself, to a bunch of other folks who were streamers when we were at PAX Unplugged. It's a guy who was really, it's actually where I met Mike, and they were really cool, and they do woodworking. Right now they're streaming, and but they do really amazing woodworking. They make amazing player screens, dice cases. Like, I really like them. I really think he was a really nice guy too, and to me that's like the total, like, the big things that matter is like meeting cool people that you think are chill and wanting them to be super, successful themselves. So that's what I'm aiming for here. We're gonna send this over to Tisano's Trading, which is Thomas over there. Tusano Gaming, again, he is woodworker, really cool, playing Baldur's Gate 3. We're gonna go over there, throw a follow, see if you like him. He seems like a cool dude. I appreciate him, and I appreciate people like that. We're gonna start the raid. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you immensely for hanging out and building these with me. I might build some more of these offline and a couple other things, but we'll have to see. But otherwise, keep being awesome.